Hello, I am looking at the camera.
Yo.
Hello, I am also looking at the camera.
Yo, me too.
How is everybody?
Little disappointed.
Why?
Canada Day fireworks were shit.
Tell me about it. Wait, we're here today with Choad Rogan, otherwise
Yo, what's up,
known as
Choda?
Alan Zebrick.
What's up, Alan
Alan.
Zebrick?
This is
Joe
episode
Rogan, a.k.a. Alan Zebrick, a.k.a. Rod Lebster.
Ooh, damn, boy.
episode 31. We're going to be talking about not much, just us chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to stay out of trouble. You know.
Hanging out, hanging out.
Yeah.
The heat is going to put us in trouble in this room.
Yeah. The heat is.
The heat is
On.
on, dude.
So tell us about the fireworks. Why are you disappointed?
Because
I
of
was
the-
there with you, but
Well,
I wasn't there. I went to sleep, so you guys can both tell
I'm
me why
glad
it
they're
was
not
shit.
fucking putting them on anymore.
Oh, did you go to Columbia Lake?
Yeah, they were brutal.
Oh,
They
I
were
thought you
mad-
guys were going downtown.
We were planning on it, but then Alan and Morgan came over and, there you go.
Well, what was the problem? Just like too many people, or like
No,
the
it
fireworks
was like
sucked?
the
lackluster.
fireworks- Yeah, it was just like, it was shit.
They
were-
didn't do anything else there, right? Like normally they do like a concert and shit like that.
There
that
was a
still going
stage
on?
there. I don't think we got there in time, though.
Oh,
We don't know
Yeah.
what was on that stage.
Yeah, it was empty by the time we got there.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And who brings their fucking dog to fireworks?
Oh
a
my
dog there? You saw
god!
Yeah,
somebody
that
bring a dog?
Great Dane.
Not
Oh,
just that,
yeah.
who brings their baby to fireworks?
Yeah,
So many people.
Who goes to fireworks?
with a dog.
Was the dog going nuts?
Dog seemed fine at the time. I
Yeah.
don't kind
Oh,
of.
well,
fireworks
why
also
does
weren't
that
going
bother
off.
you?
Yeah, the fireworks were. Why does it bother me?
Did they put?
It was a Great Dane. What if it got scared and just fucking ate your ass off?
Or just ran away
Yeah.
and just started like bolting it like away.
And if you got a fucking dog the size of a bear, don't bring it to fireworks.
That's true.
Shit.
You know what else I have a problem with?
What?
People who like buy these really fancy like baby strollers, but they don't understand
That they don't have a baby?
no, like the size of these things, where you're like trying to like exit like some building, you open a door, and you're being like run down by a baby carriage. That upsets me.
Does that happen to you often?
Actually, I was at Ripley's Aquarium last summer,
Mm-hmm.
and this dude had one of those Cadillac baby strollers. And have you guys ever been to the aquarium?
Yeah, that's
So-
kind of underwhelming too.
It was okay, but it's got like this conveyor that goes through like this tubage, and you get to see sharkies and turtles and shit. And this dude just put this massive stroller on that conveyor, and the staff was trying to tell him like, no, you have to get on the conveyor, and the stroller has to like wait off to the side. But there was like a communication breakdown, and the guy just left the stroller on there, but the employee wasn't paid enough to like badger them anymore. So I was just traveling behind this stroller for like 25 minutes while we were going around turns, and it was like half falling off of the conveyor, and it would like pop back up and like smash me in the shins. Fuck strollers.
Jeez.
What
Well,
a prick.
Yeah.
There's the point of
Scarred.
trauma. Yeah, there's the point of trauma. I think we've located that.
It was a terrible time.
Yeah. So what else is new?
Not much.
It's new with you.
Not too much.
House show.
Oh yeah, we did a house show.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Kind of forgot that happened.
But it was
yeah.
also sick.
It was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Went to a house show in Mississauga.
I've never seen a house show before.
Neither. That was my first one.
Was it great?
It was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I have it like romanticized as like some sort of background scene from like Guitar Hero 2, you know, where they're like rocking out in somebody's house or some shit and
Dude,
they're blowing the doors down.
Basement was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
huge, like
Really big.
open concept.
Yeah.
It's basically like a stage.
Yeah.
What? So was it like purpose built like that for this
I think they
for having house shows?
they basically made it that.
Yeah, it's basically like a half of the whole floor space was reserved for like the band's equipment, like the drums and the.
And do you just
bass.
bring your own like beers and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like pay
They
a
had
cover?
barbecue and stuff too.
They had a lot of tarts.
Barbecue.
Yeah. There was these Portuguese tarts. You know those Portuguese
Yes,
tarts?
like the custard filled guys.
oh yeah, those ones where it's like kind of got that
Burnt
creme
on the
brulee
top.
thing on the top.
Dude brought a whole fucking box.
It was like not. It was like 70 or something or 60 or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Had a
it
kind
Was
of,
this like just a random guy and he's like,
I'm assuming he was
Dig
like a
it.
friend of theirs.
Yeah, boyfriend, I think, of the
Yeah.
singer of the Polarity.
Yeah, and just gets off work and I guess had stored them in the fridge and because they were
Fridge,
still cold. when we
freezer
got them.
for sure.
Freezer for sure, yeah.
So you guys
They
got
were nice.
treated nice.
Well, we were leaving as he had entered the house, so he's like, "Please take some." So it's like I left with like a stack of them in my hand.
And ate them all by the time he got back.
Were they good?
Yeah.
Portuguese tarts are like one of my favorite pastries in the world.
They were amazing once they de-thawed.
Okay.
I thought it was better when they were cold.
Ian didn't wait around.
Yeah, I thought they were better when they were cold. It was like a nice little ice cream treat.
I could vouch for the cold tart. That was not too bad.
You know what else is
What?
awesome when it's frozen or like really, really cold?
Grapes.
No, it has to be frozen actually.
Grapes.
Tubes yogurt.
Oh yeah,
Tubes
tubes
yogurt.
yogurt.
I don't
Adam
know.
says yeah.
That yogurt's kind of shite.
Yeah, so you freeze it.
Well,
And it
they
enhances it.
they do have like froyo pops now that like on a stick.
No, I like to
not
cut
tubes.
my mouth all up.
You like to
on
cut your mouth up and suck it through a plastic pocket, skinny pocket,
Yeah, man.
like a big straw almost that's closed off at one
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, yo, that Healthy Choices brand, like yogurt pop,
Oh yeah,
they're fucking dope.
have a nice swirl. Get your swirl on.
Oh yeah.
You boys
Is
like
that
to
their
get your
slogan?
swirl on.
I get my
that
swirl
their
on
You
all
boys
the
like
fucking
to
time.
get your fucking swirl on. I know
I got
it.
swirly before I came here.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you got a swirly or you got swirly.
You
Both.
got your swirly on.
You got your swirly on.
I got all three.
I never have experienced or even known anybody through any degree of separation that has had a swirly. Like
In the toilet?
yeah, like in
Could
the
you
toilet.
imagine? That's so
It
fucking
seems
gross.
too like Hollywood movie kind of like prank, you know?
Yeah, just like
Flushing
dipping
the
somebody
toilet-
upside
Like the
down
bu-
and flushing
But-
their hair.
Well-
Flushing the toilet is almost
I've
just a
also-
little step too far, I think.
Have you guys seen like ridiculous bullying though? Like I feel like I've never seen like
Yeah.
like bullying on that level. Where like when I listen to people talk about like going to
Yeah,
school in
I've seen it.
America,
I've seen it.
yeah.
I saw a dude get an umbrella shoved up his ass.
What?
With
How
his,
far?
With his pants on. With his
What party
fucking
were you
pants
at,
on.
yo? Like,
Just like, I don't know. I don't think so.
And how far up his
yo, wait.
through the pants? So
No,
wait,
how
the
did you see
pants were
this?
on. It didn't go up his asshole.
did it
But
rip through the pants?
Oh man.
there was no ripping. There
So
was
then-
no tearing. There was no
But the
penetration.
intent was there.
So,
the intent and the umbrella was there. Yeah.
That
Okay.
hurts. That hurts more.
That's like
that's
the
still
most
some intense bullying though. That's still very intense.
That's the most
bullying.
severe bullying you've seen.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
the
you
worst-
guys, what's the word?
what's
What's
the worst
In
word?
high
the-
school, dudes would just like get punched in the face.
And that's it. They just get punched, and it's like,
I don't know.
bullying
if
you.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's bullying. I think that's just being retarded.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, I guess like probably the worst I saw was just like people saying really nasty shit to other people.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, you're the bully? What would you say?
Nothing.
Give me your lunch
I
money.
was a nice
Give me
guy.
your lunch.
Your house smells weird.
My dad can beat up your
Smells
dad.
Weird. That's such a
JK.
very effective, but you don't really hear that one often. But
Did you guys
Your
always think
house
that?
smells.
Did you guys always think that when you were younger, when you would go to somebody's house that you've never been to before, and there's just like a strange odor? It's not that it smelled bad necessarily.
Just smelled Canadian.
They smelled Canadian to you?
Smelled-
Yeah.
what was a Canadian smell?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, coffee.
Because to me, it's always like,
palate
of
cleanser.
course, it's like the most noticeable when I go to like a foreign family's home, and you're like, it just smells like spices that
Sausage.
you don't usually use, or drying sausages
Yeah.
because
Welcome to my house.
European
Kielbasa.
families
Yeah,
love
cured
just
meat,
having
for sure.
a cold
Cured
cellar
meat
filled
and-
with dangling
Just have
salami.
like meat hanging everywhere in the house. It's so fucked.
Yo, I have these friends from
Nivea
from
cream.
I have these friends from childhood, and they had a room like that, a drying room that they would like pickle all their vegetables in and like have all these salamis and shit hanging from the ceiling. And they had an exchange student come live with them, and they put him in that room. And they didn't even like remove all the salamis. Like they still kept like a few hanging in there.
Oh my god.
It's fucking
very
absurd.
respectful.
What an
It's
opportunity.
absurd.
They're like, here's a little knife. You can just take a slice whenever you want.
Yeah,
Whenever you're hungry, just
you
eat.
get free sausage.
So there was like
Deal.
this strange running joke with me and my two buddies, and we would just shove, Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah.
We would just slide photos of Meatwad underneath his door because he was like the meat man.
Meat
That's
wad.
a nice form of bullying.
That's
That's like pre-cyberbullying.
Could you imagine though, like you're coming here to go to like the University of Waterloo, prestigious engineering degree, and you're
I'd
like,
just drop
oh,
out.
I'm just gonna sublet with a family friend, and they put you in the
meat
fucking
room.
Harry Potter underneath the stairs with dangling salamis.
Hey, at least he won't ever starve to death.
Yeah, but he just smells like meat all the time.
It just smells like meat. Yeah. Pillows smell like meat. Your clothes smell like meat.
No matter how much you shower, you just
You guys
stink
ever
like
like
sausage.
open like
Grease stains.
a water bottle or like a can of pop out of your fridge after something pungent had been cooked and stored in there, and like your whatever you ate or drank tastes like another thing from your fridge?
No, but I heard a lot of Asian people have that with kimchi.
With kimchi.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could see that.
If they have like a Brita water filter, their water kind of tastes like kimchi after a while.
Weird.
That's so gross.
It just kind of seeps through
That
everything.
would put me off
I
kimchi
love kimchi though.
forever.
Oh,
That would put me off
God.
water forever.
I am off water actually, taking a break.
Really?
Taking a break.
Yeah.
Water break.
Only drinking cola?
Not even.
Just nothing?
Only drinking E. coli.
Only drinking your own urine?
Yep. Speaking of, have you seen the video of the guys drinking their own urine?
Which ones?
Yeah, which ones? There's like
There's
probably a
multiple.
few millions.
I think
which
it was
you
on
see?
your mom's house.
Oh, Robert Paul Champagne?
Nope, he's doing something else.
Oh, no.
He's too busy to drink his own urine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. But no, I haven't seen that. I don't know. I haven't
It's disgusting.
seen. Well,
it's really disgusting.
I mean, I'm sure
And
there's a lot of.
I
their
imagine it would be.
their
avenues
piss
for-
is so dark after.
Oh, they're all like dehydrated and like living
Ew.
off of salt.
Oh my-
Themselves, they're living off themselves.
wanna
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's like that chick on Strange Addictions who was like addicted to her own pee, like rubbing it on herself, using it as like weird moisturizer.
I wonder how well that worked for her.
She probably smelled like shit.
Piss.
Her skin was glowing.
True.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it
In
was
the
like it was
sun.
actually like the best beauty product, but you had to just smell like piss all the time?
Oh my
no.
god.
I would do it.
Talk about a glow up.
Hey.
Speaking of smelling like
Urine?
yeah, close to that. Garbage. Something else. pretty
Oh
bad.
yeah. Fucking drop it on us.
Yeah. We went to the bar for Evan's birthday.
Which bar?
We went to Phil's.
Fucking
Stop.
get
How
it
old
out
are you
there.
guys?
Oh man, Evan's
Too
24.
old to be in there?
I went in there and I was in there for maybe like 40 minutes and I was like, all right, I gotta get.
Did
out
you
of
feel
here.
uncomfortable?
It was weird because when you just go to the back of the bar, that's where you're like, okay, everyone.
Yeah, that's like
kinda
the safe zone, right?
Yeah, everyone
yeah.
kind of creeps in there who's like not like, hey, it's my first time.
Right.
Going
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
bar.
Actually, now I do. It's been a couple of years since I've been to Phil's, but
But I don't really want to see myself in there anytime soon
That's
for
ex-
any
I-
reason.
Yeah, I guess you just had the experience that I had
Yeah.
a few years back because I just went in and I was probably, let's say, like 23, 22, and I still felt old, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm young as hell, and I'm pretty sure everyone in here is underage. And then I ended up, squirreling away to the back of the bar where it was more like our crowd, I guess.
Yeah.
The drunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
People
happened?
who want drinks faster.
local vagabonds.
Basically.
Yeah, so what happened at this bar was Evan's friend, he was kind of just like itching the back of his shoulder, like his
I hate
back
this
really
story,
like
man.
aggressively.
Okay.
And I didn't really pay attention to it at the time because we were in the area where the ATM was and people were lining up for it. And I'm kind of just looking on the ground and I just see like a bug or something fall on the ground. And then I just see him going like, oh, what the fuck? And then it just starts smelling like rotting garbage. And then you look over at him and over at his shoulder on his shirt, there's just this giant black stain.
What the fuck?
And he's like, oh man, my back's been feeling itchy for like 15 minutes. I don't know like what happened. We had just gotten into Phil, so I guess that time
What
that he
was
felt
it?
itchy. I think it was like a June bug or a stink beetle or something because it just started
Why would a
smelling.
June bug make his arm black?
Well, cause I think he squashed it. Because that's what happened.
Oh, he exploded the bug.
Yeah, so what
Oh,
I think
man.
what happened is he exploded the bug, and then it fell out of his shirt, and I saw it drop out of his shirt, like coincidentally on the ground.
And
Because it
then
was sitting there with all
a
like
stink
with
smell came out of the bug.
it smelled like garbage. It smelled so bad.
Ew,
and because we
man.
had just gotten to the bar, we didn't want to leave, so we're just kind of like in the back smelling like garbage. just this
Shirt. Oh
That's
man, what a
so
bummer.
gross.
I hate that story so fucking much.
Speaking
Yeah,
of June
it's-
bugs, I was sitting on my patio
I think
the
it was
other
a stink
day.
beetle, to be honest, but
Yeah, I think that would make more sense than
Yeah.
a June bug.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think a June
I
bug
was
would smell like garbage.
I was hanging out on my patio, like my balcony the other day, which is 9 stories up, and I saw all the June bugs just arriving in KW at the same time. There was like 100,000 of them just in a cloud that just came flying past my patio, and Lauren and I just ran inside. And they all just headed to like a bunch of trees, and then they just stayed in the fucking trees. It was disgusting.
Oh man.
I hate that, seeing herds of bugs.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
even small ones like gnats, when you see them kind of floating up when you're walking
Ride your
on the
bicycle
sidewalk
past
and you're
them.
just like, ugh.
Mouth wide open, you just
Yeah.
swallow.
there was
Or
a
you feel
time
like your eyelids just kind of like catch a bunch.
There was a time Alan and I were
Eyeballs.
chilling out, and a bunch of gnats just descended out of the sky
Oh my god.
on top
yeah.
of him. I think it happened twice during the day, and he just
Yeah.
went running away. And they fucking take off or whatever. And Adam and I are just kind of sitting there, not understanding why that just happened. And I, think
totally
we
remember that
sat
now,
around
yeah.
for like another hour, and they just came back and descended on him. And he's like, "Come on!"
It's a tough life. Yeah.
I hate this seat.
Yeah.
Welcome to my
I
life.
don't know what to do with my hands. It's just
Just
like,
put them on top of your
Well,
head.
Look, you have an armrest you can completely peel away on that
Go
side.
ahead.
Yeah.
no, it hasn't started peeling yet. So
This couch
Can't
sucks
touch it.
balls, man.
Do you know what my dad suggested?
that I don't use the couch anymore.
That I bring a squirt gun and train you like,
Like
a
a cat.
dog.
Perfect. Sure, we could do that.
I thought it would be pretty offensive. I didn't want to do that.
And it's just like, why did all the
ice
mics
cold
break?
water, then I'd appreciate
What if it was
it.
hot vinegar?
That's a lot different. That's a totally different ball game, guy.
No, it should just be
Okay,
like,
I'll bring cold water.
Ice cold.
And we won't mention it to our guest, whoever's here.
We're just gonna squirt the guests.
No. It'll just be
me.
you when you
Oh,
pick
okay.
at the couch.
It's very nice.
So I'll have the squirt gun hidden behind the green screen, and I can just sneak it out.
It's got to be a direct stream though. It can't be a misty one.
Misty Stream.
Yeah, no.
Is there misty
streams.
squirt guns?
Stripper
Yeah,
name.
you can mist them.
Oh, like those ones that are like you pump it down,
That's a
and then
little
you get
different.
to the end, and it's like. You ever have a squirt gun
I'm
like
not
that?
very familiar with that.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
All right.
Kind of. I've only had
Learning
one
a lot today.
super soaker gun.
What was it?
I think
It's
it
in
was
his
a,
pants.
I think it was
What
a super.
make?
I think it was an EES. It had like little light up swirly thing.
What's with you and swirlies today?
I
What do
don't
you
know,
mean
man.
it's swirly? Like what was the stream like?
Check it out, Adam. Look up Super Soaker EES. And let's just see
Extra
what I'm
squirt.
talking-
I,
it made
extra
this
extra
sound.
squirt action.
It made
Yeah.
sounds too.
It basically just had a sound
Did it go-
like light up feature thing, and it was kind of. Oh, there it is on the bottom, right there, that purple one. Yeah,
Oh, this was like the flagship, wasn't it?
yeah. These are like the kind of smaller.
How many times did you have to fill that up?
It was
Probably
quite a
blast
bit.
through that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all water guns were like not.
Yeah,
I had
but
this
there it
one-
is, that purple one.
I had this
Efficiency unless
one
there
where
was cannon.
it had like this nozzle on the end that when you pumped it, the nozzle would spin in circles and it would like shoot like a spiral
Oh, that's
of
pretty
water
cool.
out.
Another swirly thing.
Another swirly.
Water's all about the swirls.
We're
man.
getting swirled.
Then there was
today, boy.
also the super soaker that was like 18 weapons in one. So like
Weapons.
yeah. So like in complete form, it was like this water bazooka, and then you could like break it down to like a rifle, and then like 2 like little machine gun type water guns, and then 2 like little pistols. But it was like all built into one thing.
That's fucked up.
So
That's
you were the
scary.
kid that just destroyed everybody always.
No, I wasn't allowed to have that one because it was like $200.
Oh,
And it
jeez.
would
But I
probably
did-
rip your skin
I
apart.
knew
Pressure washer.
Yeah,
I knew these 2
exactly.
siblings who
Oh.
saved up all their paper route money
These two.
a whole year to buy that water gun, and I think it broke within like 2 weeks of them having it.
Oh, for sure.
It's great.
Jesus.
Were they those like shithead kids that like you knew at school that just never took care of their things?
Yeah, pretty much like spoiled, rotten
Yeah.
kind of kids. Yeah, I think
Cool.
that's all the stories I got.
You got any news?
I do have news, but I want to ask you guys if you've listened to any new music this week first.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
Ian's listened to Daniel Caesar.
Yes.
Oh, I checked
Yeah.
that out too.
Daniel
That's
Caesar
dope.
case study 01.
I've just been listening to the next door neighbors here. Our own little Daniel Caesar.
Yeah. Yo, he's crazy though.
Yeah.
He's got a crazy voice.
What do you like about
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar's record?
I think he just that there's more like it's more beat driven, and he worked with some notable people, and you can kind of see like their flavor on like his kind of style of music. You know,
Yeah.
he's like more R&B kind of guy.
Who's
But
he
now
working with?
I think there was like there was a song with like Brandy, a song with Pharrell, and a song or two songs with John Mayer, and then a song with Jacob Collier.
And Donnie P and the Sky Beats, I believe.
Donnie P and the Sky Beats, of course.
Yeah.
Is that your band name?
What?
Are you Donnie P and the Sky Beats?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about that? Since you mentioned it, you had to bring it up.
I've seen a lot of buzz about
Donnie
Don
P?
P in the last couple weeks.
Donnie P.
Really?
Is there a
What do you mean by that?
is there a viral rollout happening?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
What have you seen?
Yeah. Who is Don Peterman?
Fuck if I know.
I generally
Think
think
he
I
knows
see
Carmen
Patrick
Sandiego.
making reference to this Don P character.
Me?
Donnerson Peterman.
Donathan
Yeah.
Pet.
Jonathan Pederast.
Donald Peterman.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
You listen
But
to
I've definitely heard the name. It's not to say
Yeah.
that I
It's
wouldn't
true.
deny his
The
existence.
name has been around.
The name has been around. Just
Well,
who
where
is
did
Don
you guys
Peterman?
see it?
Who is Don Peterman is the question.
We just see people commenting it all the time.
Yeah. Who is Don Peterman?
We're gonna make like a
Who is Don Peterman?
in search of Don Peterman, like
Search of
like
Donnie
in search of
P.
Sasquatch.
In search of Sasquatch.
Speaking of, Les Stroud. How
let's get Les Stroud on.
What about Les Stroud?
He went searching for Bigfoot.
When?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he has a whole season of it.
Like, is that recently?
Within the last few years, yeah.
Oh, okay, a few years.
That's Survivor
That's,
Man, right?
That's recent
Yeah.
enough, yeah.
I want to watch the shit out of that.
No, you don't.
Why?
Is it?
'Cause you lose so much respect for him.
But is
Really?
it like what's the
What's the what?
kind of
Is it, like,
method that he
dead
goes
serious?
about looking for him? Like,
He's
is
dead
it?
fucking serious. He brings out apples because he thinks Bigfoots eat apples.
Well, they probably do.
Does like apples? Jesus Christ.
I don't think Bigfoots eat anything.
Do you think though it's impossible for there to have to be like a like ape that's like living kind of in that kind of terrain where
What
they
is this?
find
Careful
terrain this
Does
kind
he
of
do like a sloth?
yeah they crawl through. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, because I'm assuming like what they presume Bigfoot is just like this like ape like creature that just
Yeah.
It's been elusive.
yeah, it's been elusive. It's like not trying to say
That's just
Bigfoot.
bumbling around in Alaska.
I don't know.
Well, here, yeah, that's the
I just
thing.
feel like
Kinda
I just
like
feel
an
like the
early
idea
human.
of like some like ape or a few of them at least scattered, not like one. Like I feel like
I think
a-
it's
like a Homo
possible, but I
erectus
think
type
it's
of thing.
super unlikely.
it's super
for
unlikely
a
because of
mammal
just like
of that size.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
To,
They
like-
found it.
That's true.
oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Sam Lasco.
It's a
Oh,
Yeah,
There it is.
beautiful.
Joe Rogan was right.
Damn.
well,
Yeah, I feel like it's possible, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's just
There's so much.
I
That is
can't-
There's so
funny,
much
holy
real
shit.
information
I
stacked
haven't seen this
against
shit
it.
in
oh
so long.
totally, but sometimes
Just
nice
show
to
me a
think about it.
turd.
Huh?
Yeah, just show you a fucking turd. Show me a turd from the ape man.
Just show me a Bigfoot turd.
Oh, there
I'll
you go.
believe it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
that's where they get
I'll
a lot of
never
the info
Show me a
anyways.
turd. All
I'll
right,
know when
dude,
I see
chill
it.
out.
I'll know when I see it. I'll know a Bigfoot turd when I see
What do you
it.
expect it to look like?
Yeah.
Uh,
What if it's like really small?
it might
like
come
a
in like
rabbit
one of
shit?
four shapes, kind of like a McDonald's
A double
chicken
ta-
McNugget.
a
You
double
know, like a
tapered
boot
shit.
or
One
like
of
a
four
cowbell.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
Go on.
Yeah, that's about it. Just show me a turd.
Okay, whatever.
Somebody send me a Bigfoot turd so I can believe it.
P.O. box is down in the description below.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, there's got to be some sort of Loch Ness turd as well, if that's the case. And some
I
sort of
don't-
alien turd as well.
Oh.
There are alien turds everywhere.
Oh yeah, they're called us.
Yep.
Oh
Damn, son. You just fucked this place up.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There
Adam
are
said Carl
9
Sagan.
planets.
Over here.
What? There are 9
There
planets.
are 9. Oh no! At first I thought there was 9 planets, but now I know that there's 90 planets.
Well, Saturn has a lot of planets floating around it.
Yeah.
It's got like 68 moons that are basically all different planets.
Isn't
Pretty
like one of
interesting.
Saturn's moons
68?
like
Yeah.
the pattern on the
You're
top?
bullshitting.
Not bullshitting.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it was like 9.
Nope.
All right, we need this
Search it up,
reference.
son. How many moons?
I-
does
Could you
Saturn
imagine
have?
looking up and seeing that many moons above Earth? That
I
would be
wonder
so dope.
what
One's called
what
Phoebe.
size constitutes a moon too. You know,
Yeah,
can it just
that's
be like
true.
a massive meteor that's like been shaped to
I
be
think
a
it's
sphere over
yeah. I
time?
think it's got to be.
Maybe
Well,
search
obviously
how
it's
many?
something that
It's a
orbits around the
satellite
planet.
of a planet. It has to a moon is like something that orbits around the Earth,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Yeah.
I see.
Look, they got a cheese moon. What's that one
Titan.
called?
62. Shit, I was close.
62. That's
Do you think
insane.
Titan smells like the
Asshole?
bug that fell on your friend's shoulder?
like garbage?
Adam has
It
a
literally
question about
smelled
this.
like rotting garbage.
Oh man.
Adam, hop on a microphone.
Do we have a theory as to the bug's origin? Did it come from Phil's, or did it come in with him on his shoulder from outside?
Yeah, it
No,
could have
so
grown up there.
okay, so we're back. Okay, we're gonna.
Explain the garbage smell if it's from Phil's. If it
True.
inside.
So
Oh my god.
he had squashed the bug about 2 or 3 minutes upon entering Phil's, and he had said
What an
that
entrance.
and he had said that his
Yeah.
back
Club.
he had said that his back was itching for about 15 minutes prior. He's like, man, I kept felt something up my back, but I didn't know what it was. It was like this
So it
weird
came
like
from the
fucking
Reinhardts.
yeah, or the line because we were also in line for a bit, or the Uber we took.
What kind of Uber?
That would be so
Uber
gross.
Beetles.
What was the car?
Yo, could you imagine? Can you
That's
get
a
can you
real
get like
punch
bed
buggy.
bugs in your car?
Bed bugs in your car?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I think they'll stick to you and just like travel
I
around.
heard
with
I
all
heard you
day.
could have like a rat in your car too.
I had a rat in my car.
I know.
Yep.
Was it a rat or a mouse?
It was a rat.
I think it was a mouse because it was inside.
I think it was just a big old bitch. Mouse.
Rats are outside, mice are inside. Remember?
What?
You can't have no mouse outside.
What are you talking
because if a
about?
mouse goes inside, it becomes a rat.
What the
If a
fuck
rat
did your
goes
parents
inside, it
teach
becomes
you
a
when you
mouse.
guys
That's
were
true.
children?
That's true. They're speaking the truth, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just a thing from Scary Movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm out of the pop culture.
Early
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
That is not pop
it's-
culture.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
What the fuck does that look?
I have no look to give.
Isn't that pop culture? Why isn't that pop culture?
Because it's not popular anymore.
Yeah, it was like Scary Movie 3.
Oh,
It's super non-popular movie.
Yeah.
I see. You guys want to talk about music?
Yeah, music.
Music.
Soundtrack for Scary Movie 3. Go.
What was it?
Did they license music for those movies?
I'm sure they had some beats or something playing.
I think Donnie P.
Donnie P and the Sky Beats
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you dudes see
I
that?
think he was a distributor actually.
Oh, true. The
Um,
manager.
Chance the Rapper's shit came to all streaming platforms.
I heard about it. I heard that was a
That's
pretty
cool.
big thing.
Acid Rap and 10
What's with
Day.
you and turds today?
Just give me a
Just
turd.
give me show me a turd.
Show me a turd. Sure, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Except Acid Rap is missing one of my favorite songs.
So the
Which
full
one?
album,
It's
full
called
album isn't there.
Juice.
Oh, for sure.
Why is it missing?
I guess he couldn't clear the samples in time for like, I guess when they had planned for these mixtapes to drop.
Shit.
But in its place, there's like a little recording of Chance. Like,
Don't care. Don't want it.
you don't want to hear
Nope.
what he had to say.
Nope. Don't care. at
Why
all.
not?
Don't care.
What did he say?
He basically says, sorry I couldn't get the song on
I'm a
here in
bitch.
time, which leads me to believe it will be put on there
Just
at like
wait
a
until
later
you
point.
can.
But for the placeholder that's there, every stream or every piece of revenue that song garners him is like donating to like social work causes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Chance can continue being a good guy and hiding a dead body.
Give me
'Cause
the
I'm sure there-
dude.
He's pushing this whole independent thing. So
Dude.
no one can find dirt on him.
This
You're-
guy is always such a sweetheart, and people like that are hiding some shit.
Oh my god, man.
I agree.
Come on.
I agree 100%.
There's something there.
There's
I know
something.
it.
And it's gonna come out and it's gonna be a juicy story.
I hope.
Juice.
Yes.
Whoa.
There it is.
Oh.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah. Show
Chance
me.
the Rapper not sorry for releasing Juice late. That's gonna be the big
It's
controversy.
gonna be the big juice.
Yep.
Just show me the turd, please.
Any other
Speaking of
music news?
turds.
Yeah, I
Give
got
it
a
to me,
bunch of
Alan.
music news.
Drop me a turd.
One thing that had me laughing pretty hard. So ASAP Rocky was somewhere in Europe. I want to say he
With
was
a
in
purse?
Paris. I want to say he was in Paris, but
So
don't quote me on
cold in
that.
here.
And he was kind of being harassed by two dudes, like following him around the street, trying to like,
Take his purse.
yeah, just take his purse and his babushka.
Yeah. His old grandma.
And he kept telling them to like leave him alone. Adam,
Do
in
we
the
have a
doc,
video of it?
I
Can we
have,
find
I have, I couldn't find the video again, but I have a photo of ASAP Rocky throwing one of these guys across the street, and this dude is
Okay,
flying
across
like
the street?
Dude, when you see this picture,
We gotta see.
It's-
we gotta
it's
find
the
the video.
TMZ
I
Yeah,
looked
link.
for this.
We
I
gotta
couldn't.
find-
I couldn't find it. What is it?
the
Let's go.
picture,
Oh my god,
that second.
It looks like something in GTA.
They're wearing different pants.
that's tight.
What do you mean they're wearing different pants?
No. See, the other guy is behind. Like the guy in the first image.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the guy in the second image.
Who's in this?
Pants is getting thrown. You can't see his legs though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's the purpose of the second image?
to
see
show
how-
him
Getting
in
absolutely
midair.
Looks hilarious.
Whipped in the
Holy
air.
shit.
Yeah,
I saw
because
the
this is
video.
from like
Taking
two different
flight.
angles. Like on the second image, I think Rocky's like on the left side, like just out of frame. Like I think you can just see his hand there beside his head.
Yeah. Let's try to find the video. Come on, World Star. I know you
Yeah,
got it.
I need the video. Because right now I don't see any evidence.
Yeah. I want to see.
So
There's
from
no
my-
evidence. There's no faces.
From my understanding of the video, it seemed like these guys were following ASAP and his crew to eventually start some shit and eventually get money out of them in some way, because they were like complaining about broken headphones and all this shit.
Why is that his problem?
I think it was some scuffle with the bouncer.
Oh yeah, maybe they already had like an altercation before.
TMZ's got the news,
I
baby.
watched some video earlier today. Check it out.
Oh.
See if I got the right one.
Ooh, I love their
Looks
border.
like they're in a McDonald's.
Yep.
Nope, that does not look like McDonald's. Look at that lighting.
Fancy McDonald's. You
Okay.
never been to a nice McDonald's?
I've never.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Damn! I did not see that one.
Yo, run
Like,
that back.
Whoa.
Yo.
He didn't get tossed as far as I thought.
Oh, okay.
he
So
would.
the image is of the guy's arm that looked like a leg to me,
Oh.
and his pant and his legs were up
That
in
was
the air.
quite the toss. Look at this. He's wearing the testing shorts.
Dude, what if that guy just slid into a storm drain in the curb and disappeared?
Like the It clown.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
ASAP chucked Pennywise into the fucking gutter.
There it is.
Eventually, his sense of style just flourished.
Did you just toss him by one arm? Oh, look, he just stomped his other arm on the ground.
Oh, Jesus
Ooh.
Christ! They beat the shit out of him
Quick
after.
one.
Nice.
I
That's
didn't
a
know
nice
they
addition.
ended up taking care of it. I didn't see
That's
any
a
of
good
that
one.
shit. Damn.
Here we go. One more time.
Oh, is this from a
Holy
different
shit!
angle?
Everybody's getting beat
Oh,
up
this is
here.
just-
Wait, it's another angle?
No, somebody else is getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, there was two guys. There was two guys bothering the crew.
The ASAP crew.
Well, that's
Wow.
what you get.
Now they're just all hanging out by the hall, like in the alleyway.
So when I heard about this earlier this afternoon, it was on the Hip Hop Head subreddit, and like the top comment in the thread was, "That dude just got flatbed fucking freestyled," and I don't know what that means, but then I looked at the picture immediately after, and it made perfect sense.
Flatbed freestyle. I wonder if there's such thing as a flatbed freestyle.
Urban Dictionary.
Maybe flat
Here we
bread.
go.
It's flatbread.
Frat bread. Playboy Cardi.
Oh, it's a song.
Playboy Carti.
Is there a
Okay.
definition to go along with the song?
Yeah,
let's not look
Urban
up the song.
Dictionary.
They buried it.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, Playboy.
What's happening?
Yeah,
Um.
I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
We're going
Okay.
old fashioned
I'm
here.
sure this is where.
Playboy Carti is, well, oh, that's, it's a definition of.
Oh yeah, why don't you read that out for us?
No, I don't think so. There's a lot of words I can't really say.
Us white folks aren't allowed to even look at.
Well,
Why don't you give it the censored version? Give it a
Should we feed it through a text-to-speech machine?
absolutely not.
Have you listened?
no flatbed freestyle. All right,
Get on it, internet. Fix it.
Fix it, internet.
we've already put it in.
Adam
the stream of
demands it.
consciousness, so
Maybe you
chances are it'll
stumbled upon
probably
a new phrase. Maybe it's too
Flatbread
fresh.
Yeah.
freestyle.
Flatbread.
flatbread freestyle.
Freestyling in Subway.
Yeah, freestyling in Subway. You and the person assembling your sandwich having
Yeah.
a rap battle.
That's tight. I'm on board with that.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Internet, make
Internet,
it happen.
make it happen. Adam
You're
demands
listening.
it.
We know you are.
Adam demands it.
Flatbread freestyle.
Flatbread freestyle.
Adam's not that invested anymore, he says. He doesn't really care.
There was also another funny story.
Yeah.
Not as violent and as graphic as that one.
That wasn't
But-
graphic.
Oh, I guess.
Sorry.
Okay.
What was the story?
What if you got a skinned knee?
What if you got a
I-
skin knee?
I
It's not
didn't
very
see it.
violent.
Graphics weren't very good. That was easily-
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what's with all these fucking recordings and being in like 240p all the time?
I assume because some shit starts happening and somebody just whips their phone out really quickly and doesn't have time to check any settings or.
My phone does not record in that ever.
Oh no, I only have my Motorola Razr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it also gets mega compressed once the video gets tossed around from like it goes on somebody's Instagram and then
Somebody
someone
has
rips
to.
it.
TMZ rips it off of Instagram and then they put it in their player. You know.
So
I don't want to believe that.
You
I
better
can't believe
believe
I'm
it.
watching shit off TMZ.
Yeah. TMZ is a legitimate news source now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
a
kinda true.
tabloid entertainment news source. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yo, fuck them.
Yo, fuck them.
But they got all the juicy.
Jews?
Yes.
No,
Some of
all the juicy shit I see from there is like the most complete mundane bullshit. I'm like, I don't need to see that.
I don't know. They seem to have like a link up with like somebody in like the LAPD because like whenever
Yeah.
there's like real like people are getting arrested
someone
or
dies.
shit is going
Yeah.
down like that, TMZ is like first
The
to break
first
the
to know,
story.
yeah.
I'm sure they got some good stories. I'm just saying, celebrity stuff is garbage.
I
man.
don't get me wrong. I'm not scrolling through TMZ.com looking for shit. But
You know what's the worst? The Snapchat stories. All of those
I don't use
news,
Snapchat.
Those
What is that?
news stories are such bullshit.
Oh, like because there's a panel where you have to look at like your stories, and they like integrate news with like
It's
this
the ones that I
tile
send you
view
pictures of
like,
all the time.
Oh, that's from Snapchat.
Yeah, like the
yeah.
one
Oh,
that I sent you
shit.
today
I thought
is
that was
Stewie
just from
Gay.
like you like reading
Nope.
like an article, and that was like the stupid
Yeah.
things they put at the bottom.
Nope. I sent you one today. Is Stewie Gay from
Now,
Family Guy?
where are they aggregating those
See, it's
from?
like this.
Is it just from like random sites? Or do people,
it's
like,
a bunch
pay
of
to get their
companies that
stuff up there?
It's a bunch of companies that just release stories,
Okay.
like probably TMZ, some other bullshit.
Yeah, I know you've sent me a lot of clickbait trash from that list. Lots of people
yeah,
with
it's
like
trash. It's not
18
even-
fingers on one
Yeah.
hand.
It's
You're
like
not gonna
4chan.
believe this.
It's
and
like those-
doctors hate it. That kind of shit.
there was this one, and it was like, "You won't believe what these conjoined twins look like today." It's like, yes, I do know what they look like.
Oh, they look like
the fucking same
conjoined
people.
twins.
Yeah, they look the exact same. They like each other.
Yeah.
They just work at the same place.
Yeah. They just work at the same place.
Could you imagine how mad you would get at your sibling if they were attached?
I don't
Like,
know.
could
if-
you
if
guys
you're
be
the
attached?
if you're the exact same person, can you really get
Whoa.
mad at them?
They're not the same person.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
They
Not-
have
not
two
these
brains.
But yeah, but everything works the same with them.
Right, but they have two
they-
separate personalities.
But if they talk and finish each other's sentences and just like say the exact same sentences all the time,
Oh, it's Michael and Pikel.
Michael and Pikel.
There we go.
That shit is
Yeah, those guys don't
hilarious.
get along.
Stop talking, Michael.
is that cat dog?
Can
So
you
wait,
please
what?
play
Are you
that?
telling me they share thoughts?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
search it up.
Yeah, some conjoined twins do share thoughts. One's more probably with the head joined.
I want to know which ones share a boyfriend.
Whoa.
It has to have happened.
Your mom's house. They covered that.
Oh, your mom's
they
just
have?
discovered it.
Of course they have.
You see, they got their McDonald's sponsorship back.
Yep. Gotta love it.
I'm not saying
Yes.
anything
Okay.
is freakish about conjoined twins.
Yes, you are.
But what kind of dude is like attracted to that?
Some dude is.
Did I just accidentally say that's freakish?
Yep.
Well, everyone's yeah.
100%.
But do you know what I mean?
Do you
Nope.
mean
Like, is that somebody's type? Where
you
they're
mean like
just like,
having to
It's a very
have
rare type.
another
Yeah.
person with you, like a
Yeah.
third wheel all the time?
yeah,
it's just more to
but
love.
they're attached
I
by
guess so, yeah.
appendages.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, maybe
There it
dude
is.
just enjoys threesomes all the
Tatiana
time.
and Krista Hogan are
Yeah.
conjoined twins, but not only that, they are joined at the head, an extremely rare occurrence that's resulted in the girls sharing parts of their brains with each other.
What?
That is.
They're gonna
next
take
level.
over the fucking
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah.
Tatiana can see
Hybrid
out
being.
of both of Krista's eyes, while Krista can only see out of one of Tatiana's. They also share the same senses of touch and taste, and the connection even extends to motor control. Tatiana controls 3 arms and a leg, while Krista controls 3 legs and an arm.
How many fucking legs do they have?
Well, they got 4.
Have you guys ever played
5?
Octodad?
Huh?
What?
Octodad.
Excuse me, have I ever played Octodad?
Have you ever played Don't Shower with Dad or Shower with Dad?
I haven't played it, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting,
What
huh?
the fuck are you guys talking?
You have to touch Dad's
Video
little
games.
pecker.
Octodad is this video game where you control
Dadliest
his
catch?
appendages.
Oh my
you
god.
control his
Oh,
appendages
yeah, I've
with
seen this. I've
like
seen
This
different.
this.
is ridiculous.
And you're in like a dining
What
room.
is happening?
Yeah, you're in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lots of different scenarios.
Oh my
So basically,
God.
you're a
Yeah, this
dad
looks
that's an
hilarious.
octopus, but nobody knows you're an octopus, and you just pretend to be like a functioning human being.
You just do things.
But you control each of his appendages with like one is like one trigger, the other one's like another trigger, and like the thumbsticks.
So it's like this 3D quap
super.
kinda.
Yeah. It's like
Whoa.
super wonky.
You can also play a game. I think you can be a piece of toast, and you have to make your way
it's
to the
called
toaster.
I am bread. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
I am bread.
Nice.
Really? You have to
Yeah.
be as bread. So does the
Whoa,
bread
floatless
float
aqua
around, or
It's
You
sort
have
of
to,
like
throw it around.
yeah, it like tumbles around, and
You
I
can
think
choose like each corner of the bread, and then you have to walk it around to the toaster.
yes.
one day I will be toast? That's hilarious. I am bread.
Is that the strangest game you're aware of?
No.
What's the strangest game that you're aware of, Patrick?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird things.
I just quit.
Yes.
So I told you guys like 2 weeks ago I was playing Final Fantasy Online,
You tell us every
quit.
week that you've got
a new game.
unbelievable. What are you playing now?
Uh,
Apex
I'm-
Legends Season 2.
Oh, that started today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna play that.
Yep, there you go. You're lost.
But no, I've been playing this game called My Friend Pedro, and I was showing these guys like the little trailer for it before the episode started. Were you in here when I was playing it?
Is it based out of Mexico?
No.
What?
I don't think so.
We'll get pulled for that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's find
Sure.
out. Who gives a shit? We're finding out about copyright today.
Yep.
Hey, learning lessons.
Yep. That we never seem to really learn because we do it every week.
Yep.
We're the
What
best.
if you put it on the YouTube?
Why'd you cover that up, huh?
Yeah, so this is what I've been playing. There's also this other game, Dota Underlords, but that's incredibly boring to talk about. And
Dota Underlords.
yeah,
Sounds like a cat.
it's like it's this genre.
Dota.
It's this genre of game that's kind of like new and poppin'. It's called auto chess. So it's like you choose these little characters,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just let them battle on their own. You like set up the field, and then you just let them battle. It's kind of neat.
Yep.
You ever watch there's a scene in Star Wars where Chewbacca's playing a game. You've never watched Star Wars?
Nope, not even one.
Really?
Yep. Don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yes. But tell me about it.
There's a scene where Chewbacca's playing this game where there's like these little alien figures like on a field, and he like places them around, and then
Like
they all
Risk?
just start fighting each other. Yeah, I guess it's similar to like a strategy game like that.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Hit me
Fun
with
fact from Adam.
Fun fact, Adam.
So in The Force Awakens, they recreated this scene with the original props and whatnot, and it only pops up for 2 seconds while they're all the Millennium Falcon for the first time, and it was actually the most expensive shot in the entire movie because I forget why. It might not be true. It's one of the most expensive. Yeah. there
Thank
go.
you.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that a
Yeah,
fact?
fun
That's
Yeah,
fact
that
from
was good.
Adam.
That's really
That's a good
cool.
fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, now essentially that's been turned into like a game you can play on mobile or like on your PC.
That's very strange. That's really strange.
What's even stranger is mobile ads on YouTube for mobile games.
For mobile games.
Those strategy game ads.
Yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it
Yeah.
like World of Tanks.
I hate that shit.
or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's crazy though, like the amount of money they make off of those games. Like they
Yeah.
all look like shit.
But they all make an amazing amount of. I love the game. It's called World of Warplanes.
Yes.
Oh man. World of
Yeah,
War.
imagine some
2.
kids like asking, his parents or his like aunt or something. He's like World of Warcraft, the new expansion, and she's like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I got you World of Warplanes.
Battle for North Korea.
Yeah,
It's like this
okay.
historically instructional game. Like,
Holy
wow.
shit! I bet you that's happened.
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely,
definitely happened.
World of Warplanes.
That reminds me, my little sister listens to like a lot of like indie folk kind of music,
Okay.
folk blues, bluegrass, shit like that. And I guess like she was dating this dude last year, and his dad had asked my sister what she listens to, so they could be like, I guess not accommodating, but like put on something at their house when she was over for like barbecues and shit that she would enjoy as well. And she was like, oh, like I like to listen to like a lot of folk, like indie folk, stuff like that. And the next time she came over, he was playing like traditional like sea shanties that they would play in like Labrador pubs.
Oh, bro. Like some fiddle shit?
Yeah. Just completely wild.
Sea shanties.
Did she say she loved it?
She is too shy to
Oh, no.
say anything.
So just let them play it every time she came
yes,
over?
for
Now they
many
think that
months.
she's like,
It just kept
Months?
being played.
oh, man.
Oh my god. Well, the
did
news
you-
is out now,
I guess if she was lucky, maybe there was like some great big sea tossed in there.
but unintentionally. Because they thought it was just sea music.
This song has been in the last 200 years.
This is sea music.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the sea music.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's my story.
What other weird stories do you have for us?
I don't know. I've got some other stuff on the dock. Oh, Chris Barretto left Monuments.
Yeah, that's kind
Was
of
that this
kind of a
today
bummer.
or yesterday?
Maybe you're digging that.
Totally unaffected by this.
You know the guy that sings that song?
Yes,
You know that song?
I know songs.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh my god, thank
He le-
God he's fucking
yeah.
gone.
He got what he
Yeah.
wanted.
Good. Yes, he got what he wanted.
No.
Yes.
Over personal issues.
So Monuments' new
Oh,
record
shitty.
yeah.
was littered with
Personal
terrible
reasons.
lyrics, correct?
It was just
That's
like
probably the
some were
personal
good and
reasons.
some were just really not. It just was like you could have thought of anything better to get the same message across. You could have kept it also simple.
Is it one of those cases
And
where
it's just like it was just
an
it was
artist
just
that
executed
is used
very
to
like
screaming vocals goes and does clean vocals, and suddenly you realize that their
Nah.
songwriting hasn't been all there?
nah.
He always
No.
did clean vocals.
He's
He,
he's always done clean vocals,
Okay.
singing.
I
He's
haven't
always
really
done singing
followed
and
his
shit
career.
like that. So
He used to be in Periphery too, right?
yeah, during their earlier stuff. But yeah, he's always been a singer and a screamer and balancing the two pretty evenly. But
okay.
I don't know, just on the latest album, like he's been in Ever Forthright, which they had a dope record. He's still in them. They've been updating some stuff, so maybe that's why he left to do to pursue
you don't
stuff
think
with
he
Ever Forthright.
purposefully sabotaged his own Monuments career?
I don't know. I think it's you
Like
know,
maybe he wasn't getting along, but they were on the hook for a record, and he's like, I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
these trash
Who knows?
lyrics on here.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he was like, "Oh, I'm not into it," and they're like, "Yo, you got one more in the contract," and he's like, "All right."
Mm.
And then they're like, "Oh, Bretto's not yet commented on the split." For all remaining unannounced shows, we have enlisted the vocal talents of Andy Cizek or
Milanakis.
Chizek of Makari as a fill-in. I've
You
heard that
guys
guy's-
ever
I've
listen
heard that
to
guy's pretty
Andy
good.
Milanakis' raps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
back in
that shit was
the
so funny.
high school days.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
Do you like Andy as a character?
Andy's funny as fuck.
Is he still doing anything? I know he was
He's
like
just farting around.
he was like streaming on
Yeah.
Twitch for a
Yeah.
long time, but
In a Hot
is
Ones
he still
episode.
doing that?
Did
I
Hot
think
Ones,
so.
eh?
He was on Hot Ones?
I think I made that up.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, man.
I think I made that up.
Oh, fuck.
It's a strange thing to make up.
Gotta be
Oh,
honest.
shit.
I don't know. I just like thought I remembered that.
It's
but I
the
guess
heat in this
not.
room, dude. It fucks everybody up.
Yeah,
I
makes
think
you
I'm
mad.
like. I think I'm just seeing visions, open eye visuals. Like
Yeah, got too many swirlies today.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at his nice wavy hair. His nice beachy hair.
Why are you breathing like that?
because I'm hot. It's not fun when it's so hot.
What do you mean I can't take off my sweater?
So it's supposed to be
Hot
41 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah.
Friday.
Are you gonna come
In Southern
to,
Ontario.
Oh, is it Friday? It's
Yeah.
supposed to be that hot. Are you gonna come to the jam hall then?
I'm here all the time, baby.
Yeah.
Am I your baby?
Yes.
Thank you. What's on your hat?
Yeah, what,
Is
I've
it a
always wondered what
macaroni
that
and 2 monitors?
Yes.
is. Or is it a smiley face?
It's a macaroni and 2 monitors.
What does it represent?
Exactly what you think.
Macaroni monitors.
There you
I
go.
love
Macaroni
specifically
monitor.
2 monitors and 1 macaroni.
That's exactly it, dude.
What is it?
It's the monitor that also serves as pasta.
Tell me.
It's a macaroni and 2 monitors, dude.
I hate you.
I think it represents
What do you
the
think?
notion
Scoots reproduce.
of
Screw tree
the
producer.
contradiction
Big step.
and juxtaposition
Big steps and big steps.
of stipulations.
What are you
Big
stipulating?
steps.
What I'm stipulating your hat.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys want to read something fun? So Spin Magazine,
The spin.
Spin Magazine, did an article about Jack White, saying that
Oh, I read that.
the new record can't come out because Jack White has developed a heroin addiction.
Really?
Oh, I didn't read that one, but I've
Shit,
read them.
son.
I've read them say a lot of shit
That's
about
so
Jack.
public.
White.
Okay, so yeah, they pulled like a little thing out of context where Jack White did an interview and was joking that the record would only not come out if he developed a heroin addiction or something like that. And they're just like, record not coming out because Jack White's addicted to heroin. And he, like, for the first time ever, has like shot back and he like made this big long tweet. And I want you guys to read what he said because it's
Really,
pretty funny.
that old school man still uses Twitter, huh?
Well, he actually
I thought you
met.
didn't have a cell phone or anything.
Yeah, what a real piece of
He
shit.
mentions that in the
What
tweet.
a
So Adam, if
fucking
you could pull
pile
that
of
up.
garbage he is.
I think it's where do I got it? It's in the doc. It's like a
Did you ever
Reddit
watch that
link.
that documentary.
Might get loud.
It might get loud.
Yeah.
Where he like makes the guitar like thing at the beginning. I don't even know what it's made of. Like
Diddley bow.
Sorry.
Yeah, we looked
The
this up.
diddley bow.
Diddley
Yeah.
bow.
Diddley bow.
Oh yeah, it was okay. It was the diddley bow.
Yeah, I'm about to make one at home.
You're about to
Really?
make a diddley
Nice.
You gonna use a
Cool.
Coke bottle
Cool.
too?
bow. Okay.
Absolutely not.
From the cyber desk of Jack White.
This is a tweet.
From the cyber desk of Jack White. Okay.
Maybe an email. I don't know.
Let's just start off there. From the cyber desk
I hate this
of
already.
Jack White. What? Yeah, first time on the internet. He's like, oh man.
Didn't even
So cool
capitalize
that-
his name.
Okay, dear Spin, I've never done heroin or any other illegal drug in my life,
Oh my
and
God,
anyone
you
close to
pussy.
me could confirm this. If you'd actually read the article in full, you could see that I was joking. But I suppose Spin never lets the facts get in the way of good clickbait.
Boom.
There's the
Dude.
first burn. And while we're here, he states, Dear Pitchfork, Stereo Gum, Noisy, and the rest of the trash
Yeah.
music, quote unquote, cough, journalism.
He says trash like the rest of us.
Damn.
and the trash music cough journalism sites, though I realize that you work in the business of sound bites and clickbait, and that you're pissed Third Man Records didn't sell you a free copy of the new Raconteurs album because of how nasty and regularly because of how nasty you regularly are. Here's a couple other notes. I don't hate people who own cell phones or never allow
Oh
one
my
near me,
God,
or
dude,
hate
this dude
all
is so
technology.
annoying.
Stop painting with such a wide brush. Just because I don't own a cell phone in an attempt to lead a healthy life doesn't mean I hate all technology. Though, I mean,
It's stupid.
okay, so
it's
wait,
so stupid.
so let's wait. So if you're a person who's like,
I am.
yes, and someone says, you
You're
know,
a heroin dealer.
yeah,
How about that?
yeah,
You've been accused, right?
exactly. So
Yeah.
how?
And I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. How the fuck of all those people do I run into him again?
I don't.
I see him.
Well, the
all the fucking
probability is
time.
high. I feel like he
No
covers
way.
a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does cover a lot of ground.
Yeah. And
He
all of
talked to
those
you?
people.
Talk to you.
Yeah, he saw Ian. He's like, hey, Ian.
Yeah, and then
I
I was
was
like,
like, nope.
And then I was like,
Without mentioning names, do you want to briefly explain your relation to this person?
Nope.
Okay.
well, you brought it up.
Fuck that guy.
All right,
It's a dude Patrick went to high school with.
So now
Elementary.
that
It's a lifelong issue.
Okay.
Where
Have
do
you been
you-
a heroin dealer since
Yes.
It's
elementary
like
school?
Yep.
your jinx guy who
Yep.
just like comes in your life all the time.
Yep.
He's your little rabbit.
I see him everywhere.
Is he teaching you patience?
He's testing it.
yeah. Okay,
No, it's a good one.
so I want to ask, with this situation with Jack White, where do you side on this? Because he's saying like, hey, you guys are like, you know, taking my words way too far and saying I'm like, you know, you're generalizing like my statements way too broadly across these like specific things I said. So now that he's trying to clear a name for himself, where do you side on that?
Why the fuck does he need to clear his name?
because like I think he's going to all those sites because all those sites there's like millions and millions and millions of people who like that's their only source of like
But
pop culture news.
He's
and
already
if
got
he's
such a big fan base that they know he was joking.
Yeah, I guess it just gets to him
Oh,
because.
But maybe this
he's-
is the straw that broke the camel's back. Like
He's a camel?
Okay, do you mind if I continue the statement?
Go for it, my
Man's
friend.
got to pay the bills.
All right.
You can't have people tearing down his money.
He goes, though you'd love for me to be the Luddite that provides you with cyber laughs till the electric cows come home. I
Fuck
hate
me.
to break that myth by stating that I listen to digital music, I drive an electric car, and I type this boring response on my computer.
part of me feels like
I hate it.
this is like
I fucking hate it.
when I'm on like a Facebook auction group for our tiny shitty town. Like this is like the overly produced comment I would see
Oh,
on
yeah.
like some post, like some dude calling out a woman for selling like a plastic Fisher Price children's car, and he's berating her, telling her that it's
Women
terrible.
can't drive cars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his like outlandish response.
You know, like I
Jesus,
feel
man.
like there's like I see where he's coming from and what he's trying to say, but I feel like there's too many words that
He's
have
doing
went
it in a
into
very
this.
pretentious way, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything he does.
Well, I'll finish it off.
But I do respect him. He's a great
Well, the
artist.
final
I listen to
paragraph
him a
is the
lot.
most pretentious,
Nice
so
guy.
you'll love
Very
this one.
No, come on.
Also, so this is the last bit of it. Also, back in my day in the 1800s, artists weren't punished for taking the road less traveled or for answering questions with unpopular responses. Hell, we were even expected to rebel against the status quo, if you can believe that. I encourage people to lead their own healthy lives and find ways to engage in things that inspire one another rather than bring them down. If you love music and the arts, I think your organization should start to
What was
learn
that?
to do this. I think
How's that spelled?
it's spelled
Billip, billip.
yeah. I think your organization should start to learn to do the same thing, or at least pretend you love music rather than looking to please your advertisers with clicks. Jack White the Third.
That's the truth right there.
Yeah. All lowercase.
I'll tell you the fucking
All
truth. It's hot
lowercase.
as shit in here.
It is
Yeah.
incredibly hot.
Yeah.
I'm at
Speaking of
quite a lot
hot,
right
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
did you guys hear about Universal's big hoopla going down right now?
They're on fire?
Basically, in 2008, there was a huge backlot fire that burnt down their holding facility for
Children.
a ton of their masters, their artist masters.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they've
right,
lost
right.
over 50,000 master copies.
That's not good.
What?
Wow.
So I wonder if it's a bunch of like rare unreleased tracks. From
So there's
Some
shit
Eminem
from like
shit.
Buddy
Yeah.
Holly, Eminem, like lots of old shit is now gone.
Yeah.
And they weren't even gonna say anything. Some artist,
I wouldn't either.
I can't remember who it was. Some country artist threatened to pursue legal action if he couldn't get access to his masters because he wanted to do what do they call that? A remaster. A remaster of one of his previous records, and they were kind of giving him the runaround, and he was like, well, I'll get my lawyers involved and we'll get the masters, like we're gonna put this out. And then they're like, okay, there might have been a bit of a fire.
Yeah, sorry guys. There might have been a fire and it might have destroyed
A lot of history.
a lot of history from some of the greatest artists of our time. So let's see some of the artists.
That's not good.
How are masters stored?
In
I
a
don't-
cold room.
No, I get that, but like what format are they put on?
Probably a wave. I'm gonna guess a wave.
I don't know. If they were on a wave, why wouldn't they just save them to a cloud?
Right, because
Well,
that's what I was thinking.
Well, it's
Like
2008 also, so cloud storage was like kind of like
But wouldn't they just
like
back
it was
those
kind
up?
of like in its infancy with like mega upload and all those like kind of
do you
untrusted sites.
do you think this is just like gross negligence and like incompetence where like this stuff should have had multiple copies of it made?
Yeah, probably.
Because like that's generally how you
But
store
like, where do you even begin?
data.
That's a lot.
50,000. It's not that much.
Are you out to fucking lunch right now?
Do you know how much money they have?
50,000 master copies?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I know it's a lot, but they have virtually infinite money.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they could hire enough people to get that backed up in several
Okay,
places.
that's a good point.
In
Yeah.
like a week.
But then is it really a master copy? It's a copy
Well,
of a
actually,
copy.
they don't have the original master copy. It's the studio that has the original master copy.
Yep. Look at this. Look at Ian. I'm telling you to.
Look at this guy.
Look at me, guys.
Could you imagine though? Like
I don't have
holy
to. It's
shit.
right here, baby.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm not happy.
500,000 individual songs.
I wonder what was the most.
Okay,
Damaging.
so here's the list. Ian, do you wanna go
Okay.
through it?
What did Adam highlight?
Oh, you got a
So,
different list?
Look at
Okay.
Ian.
I was trying to look for. Oh yeah, I was on the
Okay.
New York Times
Universal
earlier,
Music Group.
and it
Oh.
hit me with a toast message that said,
Toast?
"Please subscribe. You've read all your free articles."
That's when you right-click inspect element. You highlight the
I was
element.
on.
and
I was
delete it.
using Reddit's browser on my phone, so I don't think I had the option.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Holy
totally.
shite!
Yeah. Wow.
Fucking see
Well,
you later.
Is there like big names that we can like shout out so people?
I'm gonna say Nirvana.
Shout out to Nirvana.
REM,
McCartney.
Elton
Shout out to
John,
Paul McCartney.
Al Green, Tom Petty, Iggy Pop, Sonic Youth,
Nirvana.
Nirvana, Tupac. Dang,
Yeah.
Tupac's still releasing music, so who cares?
He's always got something
Yeah.
that works.
Joni Mitchell, Chuck
Wow.
Berry. Well, he pees on ladies, so that's fine.
Chuck Berry.
And he films
Yeah.
ladies
people?
taking shits.
Yeah, there's
What? I did not know this.
Let's
I
search
believe
this
there's
up
a
'cause that's
video.
pretty
I
interesting.
believe there's a video of him peeing on a woman.
Okay,
I
well,
don't.
we
I
don't-
don't
we
want
don't
to see.
need look
I
that
do
up. We
not
don't
want
need
to see the
look that up.
video.
Don't
we
bring that up.
Yeah, we
I,
don't.
I want the article.
Hey, have you guys ever seen the video of Yoko Ono interrupting a
An
Beatles
art?
performance
Oh.
with?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Chuck
And I think
Berry?
of Bill Burr talking about it, and like, yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
where it's just they're
It's the worst.
What song are they playing?
I don't know.
Chuck
It's
Berry,
been a
Berry,
long
Go-Go.
time since I've
Probably.
watched.
Oh, I think it's Johnny Be Good. Yeah, and yeah, she's doing like the yeah.
Yeah, they kill her mic at one point.
Yeah.
And doesn't she go up to somebody else's mic to use it?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
face Chuck Berry like gives her the best.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
freezes where he's just like,
Why would you? Whatever.
yeah.
How do you guys feel about Yoko Ono and her music and
Don't know.
endeavors?
Don't care. Don't like her. Don't ever
think
want to
she's-
like her.
I think
I hate
I don't
that
know.
too. Holy
It-
shit! I hate
it's-
everything that she does.
It's also just I don't know. I don't know how it is with John Lennon because I've heard a lot of weird stories about him. Like,
Why don't you share some?
I've just heard like he was
He's an
He
asshole.
was an abusive asshole to like his. I don't know if it was to Yoko, but it was to his kids. I don't know if he's
like that.
multiple.
Really?
I've heard the same
Mr.
thing.
Peaceman is
I've
going
heard
around
the
beating
same
his
thing.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
yeah. Adam, get those keywords in. John Lennon, domestic
John
violence.
Lennon beats.
Let's get
kid.
those targeted ads going.
Look at this headline. Great time for a pun, Vice.
You don't have to imagine
Oh
John Lennon beating
my
women and children. It's just a
fucking
fact.
God.
Vice coming in.
Fact? What?
Yeah. Celebrate the anniversary of the Beatles' beloved album Imagine. We recount some of the terrible things the famous asshole did during his life.
Women and they write that as if he was just like knocking ladies out in the streets.
Well, let's see what happened. Let's take a little look into it.
Wow, this is a thick article.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the headline. It was safe there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that headline
pretty
was
much
sure
explains
stunning.
everything.
It was really well executed. Yeah.
Tasteful. That's it.
Yeah.
To celebrate the anniversary of
I
the
wonder
Beatles' beloved album Imagine,
Go beat your children.
John Lennon beat the shit out of women and children.
I wonder if after he beat the women and children, he released "Give Peace a Chance," or was it before?
Probably.
Do you guys
probably
think
during.
the point of Yoko Ono's work is to be insufferable?
She's an industry plant, man.
That's true. I've heard this.
Really?
Yes.
What's the theories?
I don't know.
She's
I don't-
planted.
Oh, by
She's
who?
just-
The industry.
She's a rotten seed.
Yep.
She's a rotten seed. I
What
don't
a
know.
great woman.
He tried to embrace her ambitions, but she had like clearly not like. It seemed like her ambitions were like not kind of in the same lane as. She's like, I want to do my own thing, and he's like, all right, but I'm gotta be this full-time musician. So
Or he can.
she's like, well, I'll just do what you're doing, and he's like, okay,
I'm a Beatle.
Okay.
I'm a Beatle
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He's like,
He just pushed her to be
I'm
herself, be an artist, and she thought
Yeah.
being an artist was being a Beatle.
I guess.
Will you guys ever let a woman come between your band?
Nope.
Like, what kind of?
Absolutely not.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
I don't.
No, just
what
ride
did
or
you
die with my
say?
brothers for life.
Hey. So,
Bad boys for
on top
Bad
of
Boys for Life.
Universal burning down all those priceless artifacts, Taylor Swift is in a legal battle.
With what?
So,
With who?
or maybe
She
it's not a
travels
legal
around
battle, but
inside
it's
of a
I think it's
suitcase.
about to be. So, Justin Bieber's manager, Scooter something or other.
Braun.
Yeah.
Scoot, scoot.
He just purchased the company that owned the rights and masters to her first 6 albums.
Okay.
Did he burn them?
He might have. So like I was reading an article and she was basically just saying like this guy has always been such a jackass to her, kind of like a bully, kind of pulls this thing where he gets a pop star under his belt and grinds them down to a pulp and siphons all the cash out of them and then sort of like chucks them by the wayside.
Jeez.
That's
Chuck
the classic
Berry
way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
they used to do.
So do you think that she thinks that he did this?
So she,
Yeah, she
Out of
thinks it's like a
malice.
spite thing.
she's
Yeah.
suing him because he bullied her.
Well, he like.
No, I don't know if there's a legal battle happening yet. I misspoke. But she did comment that she's pretty pissed that this guy owns her masters that she was trying to get back from like the.
And I don't think Taylor Swift is a person you fuck with.
I don't think so either. I think
She's
she has
got
a lot
quite
of money.
a fan base,
Yeah.
and they will fuck your life.
Yep.
But this guy also
Fuck it.
managed Justin Bieber, who's a
Real
super
piece of
massive
work.
megastar with a similar fan
Not
base.
so much anymore.
So I don't know, dude. They all come out of the woodwork whenever he puts out any music.
Well, I
That's
wonder
true.
what's gonna happen. I wonder if, he's gonna be able to have ownership of those
People.
of her music.
Get your masters, kids.
Yeah. Own your masters.
Produce and master your own music.
Would you really
Or come
recommend
Ma-
that to
or
everybody?
come to Ape Audio. We'll do it for a small fee.
Yep. 3 easy payments of $9.99.99.
Yep. $10,000.
Would you guys always recommend to somebody to
Come
to
here?
own their masters?
Uh,
Is there ever a case where they should consider not?
I think like with most record deals, like just with interviews with artists and podcasts and whatnot, it seems like most of the time it's a kind of like they split it partially, like the rights of the masters, or I don't know. I think every deal's kind of different, but then there's some cases where some artists will own like 100% of their masters, which is like kind of rare, but if the artist is in demand, I'd say that's a good move. But if you really have no like leverage where if a record label comes up to you, is like, hey, we're going to front you all this money and we'll like, get the right people working for you to like make sure, you gain some success. But, we have to own part of these sales forever.
Yeah.
You're like, or for at least this many years,
So I guess with these records that Taylor Swift doesn't own her masters to, the label before this Scooter dude purchased it was offering to give her those albums, but would you like to hear the deal?
Yep.
She would have to make more records that they would own the masters to, and they would trade her one for one.
Oh man.
Is that not the
makes
most
zero
ridiculous
sense,
thing?
yeah.
Like, does that not just incentivize, or would have incentivized her to make garbage albums just to?
Yeah. Were
Get
her
those
first albums like
records?
country albums or something? Wasn't this like a country artist
Yeah, she was.
originally?
Yep.
So they basically wanted to just make some banging country albums as Taylor Swift. Maybe.
Who's lying from
Yeah.
Vulture.com?
Vulture. Well, who knows what's gonna happen? But the thing is that's a lot of music to like own in like, and then who knows if it's like a
6
power move or
albums?
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
depending on,
I
and
did-
also
how
depending
many
on
how
much
many
they're
albums does she
sold.
have out?
It's a lot of somebody else's
7.
music to own. It's a lot of somebody else's music to own.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like a similar thing happened to the Beatles, did it not? Where
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson
Yep.
owns all their masters,
All of it, or
majority of the catalog.
jeez.
When are we fixing
So
this
what
air
hap-
conditioning?
So what happened? So what happens when what happens when he dies? Does just like the estate?
It goes to his estate,
and
I
they just
believe,
own
and
the
then they
rights of
can
the
choose
Beatles?
what they.
Sure.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they
can choose what they want to do with it.
because they own the rights. Nope. If you need to use a washroom, just go for it.
All right, I'm gonna pee. I'll be back.
You're
Thanks,
taking a
dude.
pee or are you taking a breath of fresh air?
Both.
Oh no.
Also, speaking of Michael Jackson himself, Weird Al has stripped all of his Michael Jackson parodies out of his live
Because he
show.
touches children?
Yeah, after Weird Al watched HBO's documentary.
I heard it's a good one.
I want to
All
watch it. I
documentaries
still
are
haven't-
good ones. No, they're not. They're all shit. Remember
Just show me the
Bob
turd.
Lazar one. The Bob Lazar one was kind of.
It's pretty good.
Who's Bob Lazar?
He's the guy who's who worked at
He
Area
worked at
51.
Area 51.
Yeah,
And then he spilled all the beans about it.
yeah. One of
then
the
they
What are
tried
the
to cover it.
beans?
It's a lot of beans, dude. There's
yeah.
a lot of fucking
Yo, give me a
beans.
couple
He recently
beans.
did a podcast with Joe Rogan, and he kind of, well, not even briefly, just throughout the podcast, kind of explained what he's
The most substantial...
he's kind of briefly explained all the whistles he's blown.
I think the most substantial one
That's sick,
was
Bob.
Bob
to,
Lazar.
to apparently power these crafts, they used some element called element 115, and that didn't really come out onto the periodic table until last year. He released all that information
Prior to
in like the
that?
90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Did
like,
he-
everything that he said about the element was just like
Yeah.
Okay,
forward.
yeah. I was
Roscovium.
gonna ask if he talked about its structure
yeah,
and
like,
everything
for
like that.
fucking real.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then he's also got footage.
What is it? Is it a radioactive material? Synthetic
Uh,
chemical?
Extremely radioactive element.
And you got to blast it with a bunch of.
Neutrons? Protons?
I'm not a scientist, so I'm
He
not
was also
gonna
talking
elaborate
about
any
something
further.
about kind of like a gravity generator like
Yeah,
thing.
that's what this is.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's the element that you blast with a bunch of
Okay.
shit to create the anti-gravity.
Grant the anti-gravity. And he said it was like this kind of like generator thing was if you were to put your hand near it,
Mhm.
the effect that it felt like was like, when you have magnets and you try to put the two ends that are like sides together, and then it
Pushes
has
your
that
hand away?
soft push that it's kind of like pushing them away.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling.
Yeah.
It was like that when you were like trying
What
to
kind of
touch
freak
it.
would put his hand so close to radioactive material?
I think it was just a reaction from the radioactive material. And he also,
The guy in the room told him to try to touch it. He's like, see if you can touch it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
and he also,
well, surprised Bob Lazar's not dead yet.
he also has, he told his friends about all the shit that he was going through, and then he said when they were going to be testing one of those UFOs, and they drove out to the site and recorded it on camera.
Is the
And
footage
then,
out
and then
there?
they got
Yeah, yeah.
fucking arrested
Is
right
it
after
good
that.
footage?
It's
How
footage.
come there's never good footage?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't fucking know, but
Is
this-
it the
this
same
footage is
reason
from-
why TMZ can't get good footage? Does this transition over to
I don't
UFO
think so because
hunters?
this was probably actually no. I think they're all bullshit. Like 95% of them are bullshit.
Do you guys believe in UFOs and aliens? Well, I mean, UFOs are real things, obviously, but do you believe in like extraterrestrial life?
You'd be fucking
That
dumb
visits
not
Earth?
to. I
That
think.
visits
I think
Earth?
You'd be,
That visits Earth.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just hard
Could
to say.
be.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the hard question because to question if they exist, it'd be dumb to.
Yeah,
think
they definitely
don't.
exist.
But
I mean,
to think
there's-
that they've visited, I have.
you've also got the case of that fucking Betty and Barney Hill where she was like
Yeah,
able
that's
to
an
do
interesting-
the star map. And
Yeah.
like they never knew about that until a few years later too.
Yeah, but they use like weird hypnosis to
Yeah,
like
to
bring that
uncover
out
all
of
of
her,
it.
and I don't know if I believe in that shit really.
I don't know.
Because
Did you listen to the tapes? They're fucking freaky.
yeah, some portions of it are messed up, but you also hear the hypnotist like eliciting certain
Sex.
things.
Oh, dude.
No, but like he'll say certain things where it's like, okay, like is he just triggering her to talk about this kind of shit and stuff? But
But isn't that the point of it?
I guess I just need better science than
Yeah.
That isn't really
hypnotism.
a science.
yeah,
it's
whatever
just-
you want to call
yeah.
it, hobby. I need a better hobby.
I need a better hobby than that, please.
Please come up with a better pastime.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird stuff to.
I'm always really interested in it, but I'm always
But it's
also extremely
it's so
skeptical.
Yeah, me too. But there's stories that come around. And you're just like, that's
Yeah.
That's-
There
intriguing.
definitely are like certain like I was just there's this podcast I listened to, the last podcast on the left, and it's like true crime, but like occasionally they'll branch off and
Sword
talk
and
about
Scale.
paranormal shit, and they were talking about like this craft basically visiting like a military base on Christmas Eve, and it's
to
like
disable the nuclear weapons.
I think it was a nuclear testing base. I don't know if they disabled weapons, but it's like extremely well documented, like from
Yeah.
military. Like I think it's over 700 military personnel have like documents and recordings and pictures and all the shit about it. And cases like that, where there's so many professional individuals that you should be able to like trust the word of, have experienced something. And I'm like,
What about
okay,
the
there's
footage that
probably
the Pentagon
something to
released,
this. What is that?
where their jet pilots were chasing after UFOs, and they have all the video of it?
Oh, I heard. Is this the one Tom DeLonge was talking about?
Yeah, I guess, but like it's if you watch it, it's just actually from.
Show me, Adam.
What do you mean they
To
were
the Stars
chasing like in the
Academy.
air?
Yeah,
Fuck
they were
music.
chasing after him.
We're an
We're-
extraterrestrial exploration podcast.
That was a fake sigh, by the way. I'm excited.
Moscovium.
Adam doesn't give a fuck.
That is a crazy name for an element.
Yeah, it is better than 115.
Is that what Lenin was made out of?
I think he was made out of
Hate.
nothing.
Oh.
He was a
Garbage.
heartless man.
Pentagon UFO footage. Yo, are we going to get hit by some drowning pool? Let the bodies hit the floor?
Yes.
Which one are we looking at?
Probably one where there isn't people fucking talking over it. You can see it changing shapes and shit, apparently. I don't really see it, but
Allegedly, you can see it changing shapes.
why don't you describe what's going on here?
So we're clearly looking through the sights of a military vehicle, like a jet fighter heads-up display, and it's locked on. Its heat tracking is locked on to some object flying through the sky.
Yep.
Looks just like a bright white light, sort of.
I think the most interesting part is what they're saying.
Oh, what are they saying?
They're just freaking out over the radio to each other about what they're looking at. They're saying how it's changing shapes, how they can't fucking
Do they
track
say
it
how
fast enough.
I was gonna ask how fast it's
Yeah.
traveling. Is it like
I think
an
they were all
insane
talking
amount of speed?
Yeah. And then there's this one footage where they're up higher and you can just see this.
Oh,
Thing
whoa,
just, like,
that's
zip
weird. It's
across the
turning in
ground.
weird ways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
And that's pretty strange for the Pentagon just to release.
Yeah. Wonder why they would release
Me too.
that.
I'm very curious.
Wonder why they're starting
There's
to.
a
I wonder
fuck-
why like UFO things have been.
Could
coming
be a
out.
distraction.
Yeah, could be a distraction.
As
But
Adam
have
said.
they been like did they bring this out on their own fruition, or is this one of those things where like the press demanded?
I have no idea.
They posted it on their own, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were
Stuff, I guess.
Yeah, what happened that day?
exactly.
What got bombed that day?
Yeah. What poor country.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of weird though.
Yeah.
It was strange. Did they have footage from? So you said there was 2 pilots following it, or
Yes.
is it just?
I think there was 2.
Do they have footage from both?
I'm not sure, but I know that there's also another video of just like a thing just zipping across the water. And they're like, I can't chase that. That's way too fucking fast.
Holy fuck.
It's crazy.
Well,
You guys want to get abducted?
Absolutely not. Stay the fuck away from me. No, thank you. Do
Yeah.
you?
I don't know. I
I
want to
don't-
get abducted by the nice ones.
But if they don't feed you well,
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if they don't feed you?
I was watching. I've been watching 90 Day Fiance with Lauren.
oh my god.
and this is what's bringing up aliens for you?
No. Listen to this.
Okay.
So there's this little kid who's like going to meet her mom's like boyfriend that they've been like chatting to over the internet or whatever, and the dude's in South Africa and they're moving from the States, and the mom's like, "Are you excited? Like, what are you looking forward to?" And the kid's like, "New kinds of candy." That's how I feel about aliens.
Please no.
Just abduct me so I can try new kinds of candy.
Yeah. They'll make you try it up your ass.
Dude,
yeah.
You ever tasted something with your
Yeah.
ass
They're
before?
like, well, we found out actually you have secret taste buds in your
bud chugging
in your colon.
competitions.
We're gonna put those in there. We just gotta send a tube through your throat. We gotta attach some sensors in there.
Your UFO talk makes people sad in the chat.
Why?
Sad?
Why are people sad? What's going on?
Well,
Because they just want to reach out and touch the aliens. But they
Tempted
can't.
to
The
touch.
Pentagon won't let them.
yeah. Well,
Cheer up.
yeah.
Gets worse.
What?
It gets worse. Yeah.
That's,
Is there any other strange conspiracies I should know about?
Nope.
Yep.
Tell us.
No, I don't fucking know,
Tom
man.
Brady.
Is there any music industry conspiracies?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, come on.
What's the conspiracy?
She makes stuff in her bedroom with her brother. What do you mean?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you've never seen those videos where they're like, we don't
Be-
work with
be
any
careful
producers.
now.
We work.
Be careful now.
All right.
What's the conspiracy?
Nothing.
That
There
she's a
is none.
plant?
Yep. She
Is that the
a plant.
only music industry
Nope.
conspiracy that
That
exists?
Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself and he just became the singer of Weezer.
Oh, for sure.
I'm dead serious.
Why? Do they look the same?
Yeah,
Not
No,
even.
not at all.
Not
Not
even.
at fucking all.
Kurt Cobain. Well, there's also a conspiracy that Tom DeLonge is an alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that
No,
one
that's not-
I think
because
that's
not-
what
fucking
Tom
not really
insane.
DeLonge is
conspiracy.
trying to preach.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain, Rivers Cuomo.
Doesn't look like him.
Come
Yeah,
on,
it doesn't look like
guys.
him at
all. Fucking
the,
all.
the one with the blonde.
Yeah,
I'd
look,
say-
look at the look. Yeah, look at that one, Adam. Yeah, click on
I'd
that
say
one.
early
yeah.
Burt McCracken.
Yeah, that one looks.
Yeah,
It's like
no
someone
doubt.
trying to get the
What?
angles right.
Yeah, right.
Look at the chin.
Yo, why is Rivers
Oh,
so
that's even-
jaundiced
That's a
in that
little
photo?
better.
Why is Rivers so
Dude.
jaundiced?
Looks just like this guy.
Oh wow, yeah.
Holy
Dude, those
shit,
two
is
guys-
that Kurt Cobain?
Damn.
I didn't know that.
No, I think Kurt Cobain is the guy with the soul patch above.
Can we look up
You
photos?
mean the cum catcher?
Can we look up photos of Tupac sightings and can we see all
Oh
the
my
knockoff
God.
Tupacs?
Yeah, let's do
All the
it.
Tupac sightings are hilarious, man. They just found like
They're
all
more
the
well
dudes who-
documented than Sasquatch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, you know it's good when there's like a big red circle on one of the images.
Oh yeah, look
yeah,
here.
yeah. You see this mole?
It's already cropped like to shit. Look
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, what is that?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
it's because it's Rihanna with Tupac. That's why.
And are there
But what did they zoom in on?
What's the
they're circling.
contact?
They're circling the photo, the poor Photoshop.
Oh, wow, we're all stupid.
Or they're
Except Christian.
maybe they're circling how there is no Photoshop, but to me it looks poorly
looks-
photoshopped.
It's like you can't fake that.
look at the pixels.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, look at the dude in the the high vis.
What the- Does he listen to
That is
Danger
so
Liker?
bad. That's actually terrible.
Could you?
Yeah, it's like the security guard at the festival I
Yeah,
went to in
that's
Toronto
probably
looked
the
like
worst.
Tupac.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
probably
yo,
the
that's
worst
just
one I've
racist.
ever seen.
That's
yeah,
racist.
Yeah, that
I
is.
saw a black person from a distance.
Yeah, that looks nothing like Tupac. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Yo,
The
what's that one
Twista?
down there? What?
Who's this busted up
What,
guy?
what's the article say?
Is that?
Oh, Tupac murder.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I thought they were trying to tell me that that's what he looks like now.
It was Suge Knight.
Oh,
Yeah,
cowboy
he killed
pop.
somebody. That was pretty fucking interesting to watch, huh?
That easy E thing.
Did he kill?
Suge
run him
Knight?
over?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never watched the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the high vis
my
guy
God.
again.
The smoking cheeks.
Okay, so
Yep.
it's more of a thing than we
Yeah.
thought.
Okay, I guess that's a little
That's
more
100% real.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like Tupac there, but he looks like Kobe too now.
Yeah.
He looks
He's
like he's got
Tupac
red on
and
his
Kobe.
face.
It's the eyes. The eyes don't match up at all.
So you know how
Look how
you
it's
said
ripped.
Kurt Cobain and Rivers Cuomo are the same guy?
They are.
Wu-Tang Clan just did a cover of Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen
No way.
Spirits." I have it in the doc if you want to play it.
What, does every member throw a verse in? How do they do that?
So the clip I saw is just 30 seconds, and it's like
To
their
Mars?
own rendition of it.
gotta see that.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
it's
it is.
the last link there.
We're not going to be able to hear it.
It's very loud.
I know, but I don't think the sound is coming through, is it?
We don't hear sounds?
Oh, you just gotta turn it up because the
Oh.
speakers are on standby.
Sorry.
All right.
No, bear with me. It could be horrible. I just
I'm
Listen
really
to it on my
hoping on
phone.
a hybrid logo of
What?
Nirvana and
Oh,
Wu-Tang
it's right there.
Fucking Migos.
Yep. It's posted by Ill Will.
Who the fuck's that? Will Pemberton? There's my boy Will. Shout out to Will.
What?
This can't be fucking real.
It is real. I don't know why the
Especially when they
video's
pay
not
tribute
there
to
because
Nirvana.
there
I
wasn't.
think they just put it in like on.
Yeah, they're just jamming to it.
No, there.
No, it sounds
When
like
the
they're-
video was here earlier. I don't know why the video's not
What was
working
the
now.
video?
But it's Wu-Tang Clan on
If
stage.
you full screen it, will it just
rapping to
appear,
this.
Adam? Maybe. No. Damn. Strange. That was kind of weird.
You gotta update your shockwave, man.
Yo.
Shockwave
Holy
player.
shit.
That is a word I have not heard in a long time. What about Winamp?
Kids these days aren't even gonna understand.
Yeah.
Winamp was sick.
Yeah, Winamp.
Winamp is still sick.
Is it still sick?
Groove music.
Groove music is.
Oh my god.
Why would they? They spent so many years
Windows Media
developing Windows Media Player, and there's still a branch of Microsoft working on it, and they went, yeah, but we'll try Groove music over here.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate everything about it.
Yeah.
And TVs and video. TVs and movie or whatever the fuck.
TVs and
TVs and video.
What the fuck?
What is that? What do you say?
What about it?
It's just an app on fucking Windows 10.
Oh, they're standalone apps?
Yeah. And their Photos app
Interesting.
and all that other shit.
Take
It's
it
like
off.
all like the colorful apps that come with your phone that you don't want.
Yeah. You're just like, okay, I'm deleting everything.
What a world.
I hate it.
First world.
I hate the Windows world, I mean.
It is kind of rough. I mean, for a while I switched to like a version of Windows that had all the garbage scraped out of it, but I was forced to switch back because of video games.
What? They wouldn't run?
Oddly enough, every game would work fine except for games that you wanted to play from the Windows Store.
What game could you possibly want from the Windows Store?
So they have this thing called Game Pass, and you pay like a couple bucks a month,
Uh-huh.
and it's basically like Netflix for games. Like you just play games on demand, sort of. You get like a 300 game library to access for a couple bucks a month.
And what did you get?
I was trying to play Gears of War, and it just won't install properly.
It's not worth it anyways.
I like it.
Sorry.
Somebody hurt Christian.
Oh, it didn't hurt me.
It hurt.
You play it?
Nope.
Why isn't it worth it?
Because I never played it.
That mic's pretty close to you, eh?
Trying to be like you at the coffee house.
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
It's just Christian and I had to share a mic, and I would always forget to like tilt it this way.
And
Oh,
So I could talk
screaming
into it.
from down the hallway.
Yeah. So you just hear like, hey. Yeah, it's kind of like when it's like I'm like talking from the bathroom because
Oh man.
he's like,
Good times.
yeah, great times.
My body's on fire. You guys want to go home?
Yeah.
What time is it?
7:30.
7:30.
Holy shit.
Yeah, time flies when you're having a fucking blast.
Did you guys have a good time?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we've made a lot of people sad.
Just the one guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Honk J.
Batchman was in the chat though. He said
Yeah.
that's no moon at about 6:30.
That's true, it's cheese.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we didn't cover that one.
That's no
Shit.
moon. Yeah.
We'll have to cover that next
Sorry,
week.
Batchy.
All right. Thanks for
alright.
hanging out, dudes.
Yeah. Ape Audio.
Like,
follow
comment, subscribe.
us.
Peace,
Like,
peace,
comment,
peace,
subscribe.
peace.
Eats shits.
More content coming to your brain.
More content
It's slowly
coming.
going to become a hybridized music and extraterrestrial research platform.
Come on, don't
Yeah.
fucking let them know that.
We got
Yeah.
a contract with Ancient Aliens and Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
I thought we
Dr.
were-
Stephen Greer is going to be live on set. That's one of the guys, right?
I think so.
You're really hyping this up, dude. I
Okay.
hope you deliver next week.
Peace.
All right.
Peace,
Later,
peace,
y'all. Bye bye bye
peace.
bye bye.